Huh? What are you, a thug?
Yo, what's good, peeps? As it's the last day of 2023, I wanted to reflect on some of the games that I personally was looking forward to picking up throughout 2023, but ended up being a little bit disappointed once I received those games. By no means am I saying do not buy any of these titles I'm about to mention, but I will say that they didn't live up to my personal expectations, so let's dive deep into them.
Greetings! Welcome to the island!
Number 10.
The wait is over.
Sitting in the number 10 position is AEW Fight Forever. Now, for me, I felt like wrestling fans were definitely buzzing with anticipation for AEW's entry into the gaming world, expecting a fresh take on the genre. Unfortunately, in my humble opinion, the game stumbled with underwhelming graphics and gameplay mechanics that I will go as far to say failed to capture the dynamic essence of AEW wrestling. Repetitive match style and a lack of depth in the roster were significant letdowns in my humble opinion. I'm not gonna lie, I personally was expecting a game that would bring back the fond memories I had enjoying wrestling games back on the N64, such as WCW Revenge and No Mercy. And whilst the game is fun in parts and still worth grabbing if you do see it on a crazy sale, I still feel like this was definitely a missed opportunity to rival games such as WWE 2K and all of those type of games that come out on an annual basis. So anyway, that's why that's in position number 10.
Number 9.
Ready your soul.
In number 9 is Everybody 1-2 Switch. Now, touted as the ultimate family and party game, it promised to bring innovative and engaging mini-games to the living rooms. Now, the game lacked diversity and depth in its mini-games, making it feel like a rehearsed version of older, more successful party games. I personally found that the controls were often unresponsive, leading to frustrating gameplays. In comparison to its predecessor and competitors in the party game genre, to me, Everybody 1-2 Switch fell short in offering a memorable and exciting experience.
Signal and time with
Number
the rate.
8.
Sitting in number 8 position is Bluey The Video Game. Now, with the immense popularity of Bluey TV show, the game was expected to be a hit amongst younger gamers. However, in my humble opinion, I felt like it struggled with simplistic gameplay that failed to engage even its younger audience fully. My main issue with this game was the game's repetitive nature and lack of depth. It's a missed golden opportunity to create an immersive educational experience for children, something fans of the show were eagerly anticipating. Don't get me wrong, this is probably still another game that is well worth picking up when it is on sale, but I do think the £35 asking price for it was a little bit too steep.
Number 7.
Occupying position number 7 is Atomic Hearts. Now, the game's unique setting and alternative history theme generated significant buzz pre-launch. Unfortunately, its execution, particularly in storytelling and gameplay mechanics, didn't live up to its fascinating premise. From the little that I did play of this game, I found numerous bugs and glitches further dampened my personal experience with this game. I feel like the gaming community felt let down, particularly as the game's concept had so much untapped potential, leaving players wondering what could have been with this particular game.
Number 6.
In the number 6 position is Redfall. Now, as a new title from a renowned studio, expectations were high for a groundbreaking experience. For me personally, the monotonous gameplay and also the lackluster story was its main downfall. Despite its visual appealing world, the repetitive missions and undeveloped characters failed to engage me personally. After I saw quite a few of the trailers and also the promotion behind this game, I had real high expectations, but I'm gonna be honest, I was extremely disappointed, particularly given the pedigree of the studio, and I personally hope for more of an immersive and challenging experience in this particular game.
Never seen anything like it.
Number 5.
In position number 5 is Forspoken. Now, this game was heavily marketed as a groundbreaking narrative adventure with a unique magic system. Upon release, I found that the story was unengaging and the game was definitely repetitive. The much-touted magic system felt underutilized and failed to add the expected depth to the gameplay. Whilst not a terrible game, I personally feel like the game failed to deliver a compelling and innovative experience overall, so that's probably why this game is actually sitting in this disappointed list.
Number 4.
In number 4 is The Walking Dead Destinies. Now, with a strong fan base, there was definitely a lot of excitement for another game set in the Walking Dead universe. The game, in my opinion, suffered from a lackluster narrative and also weak character development, failing to capture the essence of the beloved series. Technical issues also marred the experience. Like quite a lot of the games on this list, I just felt like the game did not do justice to the rich narrative potential of the Walking Dead world, so definitely was something that I felt a little bit let down by.
Merle Dixon was having
Number
a bad
3.
day.
When the sheriff reigns with a grip.
Number 3, we've got Gangs of Sherwood. Now, the idea of a game set in the reimagined Robin Hood universe was definitely intriguing to me personally. However, I just felt like the game felt flat with uninspiring gameplay and a forgettable story. The combat mechanics were criticized for being clunky and unrefined, and I would definitely have to agree with that. I feel like a broken record in saying that, but I feel like this game definitely had a lot of great potential, and I feel like it was a great concept that was wasted, with me personally feeling the game lacked the polish and depth that it definitely did deserve.
Number 2.
Alert, explosion imminent.
In the number 2 spot is Flashback 2. Now, I'm not gonna lie, being a sequel to a classic, the game definitely did have a lot to live up to. In my humble opinion, it failed to capture the charm and innovation of its predecessor with dated graphics and unresponsive controls. Whilst I personally wasn't massive on the series, I do know that a lot of people feel like the sequel has tarnished the legacy of the original, which is a shame.
Any sense? But it was just the beginning.
Number 1.
Occupying the number 1 position is the Lord of the Rings Golem. Now, with the Lord of the Rings franchise's massive fan base, expectations were definitely sky high for a game focused on such an iconic character. Just looking across the board at some of the review scores, I personally would have to say that the game was definitely a letdown with its underwhelming narrative and gameplay. The unique perspectives of Golem was not leveraged effectively, leading to a bland experience. I'll be honest, I'm not really a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I don't really know much about the franchise, but this definitely did look like a promising game that I personally was looking forward to getting. So I feel like this game definitely did fail to capture the richness and depth of the series. To me, definitely making this definitely one of the most disappointing games of 2023. Anyway, peeps, there you have it, a run through of 10 games that I felt a little bit let down by. There were so many other games that I were going to add to this list that I did feel were a little bit disappointing, but these were the 10 that I feel stood the testament of being probably the most disappointing games of 2023. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below as to any games that either on this list or that are maybe not even mentioned on this list that you felt let down by in 2023 that you were looking forward to grabbing. As I said, a lot of the games on this list are still worth picking up because they do have some elements of fun still attached to them, but I would say buying any of these games at full price might be a big ask. As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button. Do hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel before, and I will see you next year. So I do want to take the time to say Happy New Year, and thanks to everyone who's definitely been supporting the channel throughout 2023, and we will aim to drop a lot more content in 2024. So for now, we close off the Urban Gameplay channel until 2024, so we definitely say peace out, peeps.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.